warm welcome. That quote from Mahatma Gandhi encapsulates the profound truth. Sanitation is not merely a utility. It is the fundamental foundation of a healthy, prosperous and dignified world. Now, every year on November 19th, the United Nations marks World Toilet Day, a global call to action and a stark reminder of the global sanitation crisis. Access to a clean, safe toilet is not a privilege. It is a fundamental human right denied to billions worldwide. Next year, 2026, marks a momentous occasion, the 25th anniversary of World Toilet Day. It is a quarter-century milestone that challenges us. We must seize this moment to dramatically accelerate progress and ensure sanitation becomes a reality for every person on this planet. Joining us now for this critical conversation on how to transform the world sanitation landscape and uplift our nation's heroes, we have with us Mr. Jack Sim, the visionary founder of the World Toilet Organization and the global figure known as Mr. Toilet. We also have Professor Ravi Bhatnagar, Director Corporate Communications and Corporate Affairs, South Asia, MENAR and South Africa at Reckitt. Joining us virtually is Mr. Gautam Rishi, Marketing Director, Hygiene, Reckitt, South Asia. And we also have in studio with us Mr. Bidhu Bhushan Panda, Chairperson of AJ Foundation. Thank you all so much for joining us today on this very critical conversation. Jack, I think the first question I want to ask you, which is extremely critical and all of us would want to know your journey. I mean, being known as Mr. Toilet, at that point you took up a taboo subject like toilet sanitation. Take us through your journey. How transformational has it been? Give us the global perspective.
Thank you. The first time I visited an NGO in Orissa, I saw that in the morning, the farmers would do open defecation along the roadside. And all the men on one side, and then another part of the road, all the women. And I thought, this is no good because the flies will spread the disease to the children. They die of diarrhea, very poor resistant under 5. And I thought we must handle this subject. But it was a taboo. So I decided to sell all my businesses and became Mr. Toilet.
Yeah. But what change have you seen, Jack, in the last 25 years? I mean, we're going to be celebrating the 25th year.
Tremendous change. It's very, very satisfying to see India has built with the Swachh Bharat campaign, 110 million toilets. 600 million people get access to proper sanitation. In China, we clean up all the tourism toilet and most of the public toilet. That's a cultural difference. Yeah. Totally unexpected. People thought they are so dirty. Now it's very clean. In Brazil, we lobbied the Senate to pass a law to allow privatization of their sewage treatment plant, and in the last 6 years raised 44 billion US dollar investment, and all the favelas, the slums, they get sanitation connection. And then in Nigeria, very big changes. They are almost open defecation free. So I think that in most other countries, people are paying attention. When before they were calling it a water agenda, now they are saying sanitation is very important.
It's interesting to hear the global perspective, Ravi, and that's where I want to come to your, 12 years, in the 12th year of the Banega Swasth India campaign. While Jack has told us, the global perspective, take us through what you feel about India's sanitation journey. 2014, when the Honorable Prime Minister launched the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan.
I do remember in the first 24 hours of the launch of the Swachh Bharat mission, we were one of the companies who were at the forefront of announcing our contribution and partnership to make sure the Swachh Bharat mission lives its fullest. And our steps were small but very beautiful, ranging from starting our community-based work in Bihar, making sure we reach out to the difficult-to-reach districts in Uttar Pradesh, to work with the urban Maharashtra for making ODF-free Maharashtra, From starting first World Toilet College along with the World Toilet Organization, which Jackson actually heads, now having around 6 World Toilet Colleges, trained around 1,25,000 plus sanitation workers, with around 98% job guarantees to them. It's a whole journey that I have witnessed myself. Journey is more beautiful because of the public-private partnerships and the supportive role from the Government of India, where we were encouraged to support Swachh Bharat mission by the virtue of putting the Mahatma Gandhi's chashma on the Harpic
Yes.
products, which was, and as you know, Harpic is one of the market leaders in India.
Yes.
We reach to millions of households every day. So making sure that chashma reminds everyone of the mission for which the India promised.
Yes.
We also worked with Mr. Bachchan on making the public service messaging, which was given to the Swachh Bharat mission. We worked with Akshay Kumarji so that the stories on sanitation also travel fast, and together we and the government put our GRP so that the messages frequency increases and India participates. Nevertheless, the most exciting moment which I do remember is our participation in Golden Temple, in Red Fort, in Taj Mahal, and in various
The Ghats of Varanasi.
in Ghats of Varanasi,
Yeah.
and lot of interesting monuments. Also testing various sanitation technologies, supporting FICCI ISC, supporting other civil society organizations, and also having some of the very critical change agents,
Yes.
which we always call the voices from the field, and the real champions and the real heroes. And yeah.
Sorry, but taking from what you said, the real heroes, बिजू हमें पता है कि क्या काम DBSI इतने सालों से कर रहा है. आप ग्राउंड पर काम करते हैं सैनिटेशन वर्कर्स के साथ. आपने क्या बदलाव देखा, और अगर मैं आपसे पूछूं रियल इम्पैक्ट ट्रांसफॉर्मेशनल जर्नीज, उसके बारे में हम सबको बताइए.
Like Ravi ji rightly said that we have already trained 1,25,000 sanitation workers.
जी.
Coming to the point, on ground implementation. So basically it starts from mobilization of the sanitation workers, bringing them to the Harpic World Toilet College and giving them the training so that they can live a dignified life. So we ensure that. And champions की बात करें, there are many champions.
जी.
कुकुराम जी हैं पंजाब से, जिन्होंने अपने ज्वेलरी गिरवी रख के मतलब गए थे, एंड ही won the world championship in Thailand.
Global recognition.
Global
मिली थी.
recognition. Then we bring him to our center, we recognize him, we give him monetary support. Harpic World Toilet College give them monetary support. And उन्होंने उसी पैसे से फिर उनको एक मोटिवेशन मिला ही, उन्होंने अपने ज्वेलरी को वापस लाए, उनकी बीवी को वापस दिए, गिव इट मोटिवेशन. एंड आफ्टर दैट हम उनको कंटिन्यूअस सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं थ्रू इन हिज जर्नी. लाइक इन Odisha also there is one sanitation worker Jaya. So Jaya cannot speak. After Jaya got training from SWTC, he got a job in municipal corporation. So these are some of the changes.
और यही स्टोरीज जो आगे और वर्कर्स, सैनिटेशन वर्कर्स को इंस्पायर करती हैं, राइट? स्टोरीज लाइक दिस एक्चुअली इंस्पायर सो मेनी मोर पीपल. एंड लेट्स गो अक्रॉस टू मिस्टर Gautam, who's joining us. Gautam, thank you so much for joining us today. I think what Ravi was saying about how Harpic is a power brand. Tell us, how do you see Harpic's role in the Swachh Bharat mission in delivering public service messaging and driving behavioral change?
Thanks, Ambika. When I look back and see the role, I see 4 big points. Ki pehla, Harpic is a catalyst for change. We've always been a committed partner to Swachh Bharat. Number 2, we bring mass awareness. So Harpic helps in doing that through all the campaigns. We talk to millions of people. तीसरा, behavioral nudge, behavioral change जो हम करा पाते हैं through our campaigns, changing the deep rooted habits. तो ये number 3 हमारा काम है. And I think number 4, very importantly, collaborative impact, because we partner with the government bodies and organizations and influencers. So Harpic is able to then do that as well. So I think this really, I think our role with Swachh Bharat is the way it is. It works beautifully there.
Jack, we've been talking about how how sanitation now is being, spoken about, whether it's dignity, whether it's inspirational stories. Ravi, we spoke about India's journey as well. I want to ask you, the past decade has been transformational. Some numbers from 39% coverage in 2014 to virtually 100% ODF status by 2019. Whether it's, the solid liquid waste management, ODF plus, ODF plus plus. What do you think is the biggest untapped opportunity to push the gains further, and most importantly, I think, to make it sustainable?
I think that people's aspiration always improve. So when you have basic sanitation, they want proper sanitation, then they want safely managed sanitation, that means including the proper treatment. And then after that, they want better quality sanitary ware and cleaning services and supplies. So I think that it's very good that people are now paying attention to drive demand for better sanitation services and quality of life. I will tell you something very interesting. In Japan, we always think that they are the cleaners, but the Japanese are not happy with their toilet because they want it to be totally perfectly clean. So this explains that everybody in anywhere will always want to be better, and we are here to make their quality of life and aspiration improve all the time.
I think what you said, the term quality of life, right? And to even make it better, like what you rightly said. Ravi, well, it's not just about, we know how, it helps to fight diseases, dignity of life, whether it's for people, whether it's for the sanitation workers. But I want to ask you here, not just the GDP, but the life expectancy also of the sanitation workers, which are the most important, the real heroes, the true heroes. That also has a connect. Tell us a little bit about the work which DBSI has done on that.
Ambika, it's very interesting concept of seeing the economic growth of the country by the GDP. But equally, this is important to see how and what is happening to the life expectancy of the population and the life expectancy gaps and the life expectancy gains. But the bottom line to me is the gross domestic behavior. So what's happening to the gross domestic behavior? That's very important. And how do we treat the sanitation workers? How we give them the access? How we make sure they are aligned to the government schemes? How we make sure intergenerational work, if their kids don't want to pursue further, how that can be stopped? How do we value them? And definitely, we talk about the urban-rural divide, we talk about India is progressing, we are talking about the $1 trillion economy.
जी.
और उसके साथ में हम बात कर रहे हैं बेसिकली कि लाइफ एक्सपेक्टेंसी की. अगर इंडिया में एक आम जनता का लाइफ एक्सपेक्टेंसी मान लीजिए अगर 75 साल है, और मान लीजिए कि अगर लाइफ एक्सपेक्टेंसी सैनिटेशन वर्कर्स की 45 साल है, और अगर 30 साल का लाइफ एक्सपेक्टेंसी का गैप है,
बहुत बड़ा गैप है.
अगर ऐसा है तो ये बहुत ही ज़्यादा चिंता का मुद्दा है, और मुझे लगता है कि और काम करने की ज़रूरत है ताकि जो है लाइफ एक्सपेक्टेंसी इंप्रूव हो सके. और जैसे जैक ने बोला क्वालिटी ऑफ लाइफ के बारे में, तो क्वालिटी ऑफ लाइफ भी इंपॉर्टेंट है, लाइफ एक्सपेक्टेंसी भी इंपॉर्टेंट है, और ग्रॉस डोमेस्टिक बिहेवियर भी इंपॉर्टेंट है. और इसीलिए आज के दिन रैकेट और हार्पिक वर्ल्ड टॉयलेट कॉलेज और डिटॉल बनेगा स्वस्थ इंडिया, ये जो कैंपेन है एनडीटीवी के साथ में, ये सारे सैनिटेशन वर्कर्स को सैल्यूट करता है.
आपने बहुत अच्छा कहा, सैल्यूट करते हैं, लेकिन वक्त है एक छोटे से ब्रेक का. सैल्यूट के साथ साथ ब्रेक के बाद कुछ और भी एक्साइटिंग आप देखेंगे. Welcome back. Now, for too long, the essential backbone of our nation's cleanliness, the sanitation workers have been invisible. They've toiled tirelessly, often under hazardous conditions, to protect our health and uphold the cleanliness goals of the Swachh Bharat mission. They are the real heroes of Clean India. And now, their bravery, their dedication and their dignity are finally being given the recognition they deserve. NDTV Dettol Banega Swasth India. India's longest running and most impactful hygiene campaign is taking a monumental step forward. We are releasing a special collection of 6 commemorative postage stamps, a powerful, permanent tribute that will travel across the country honoring these very heroes. These stamps are not just symbols, they are a national statement. Sanitation workers are the architects of a healthier, safer India. Well, with me on stage, we have our esteemed guests. We have Mr. Jack Sim, we have Mr. Ravi Bhatnagar, we also have Mr. Bidu Bhushan Panda, and let me call upon stage Mr. Sahil Talwar from Jagran. He has been working very closely with the real hero, so he's a hero himself. He's been working on ground. Thank you so much, Sahil, for joining us today. And something we've all been waiting for, so let me call our first hero, the first sanitation worker. I would like to call upon Mrs. Jaswinder Kaur. Next, I would like to call Miss Seetal Bastia. मैं बुलाना चाहूंगी सुनील सिरास्वर को, ये औरंगाबाद से हैं। हमारे चौथे हीरोइन इनफैक्ट आरती नायक, उन्हें बुलाना चाहेंगे, वो भुवनेश्वर से आए हैं। थैंक यू सो मच आरती। नेक्स्ट है हमारे को जो हमारे साथ जुड़ेंगे कुकू राम जी, जो पंजाब से आए हैं। इन्हीं के बारे बिदु जी आप बता रहे थे कि कैसे उन्होंने एक ग्लोबल रिकॉग्निशन हासिल किया है। कंग्रेचुलेशंस। एंड आखिर में बुलाना चाहूंगी वाराणसी से सुशील कुमार जी को। सुशील कुमार जी प्लीज आइए। थैंक यू सो मच, आप सबका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद, आप आए। रिक्वेस्ट करते एक बार प्लीज आप आइए, हमारे साथ एक फोटोग्राफ लेंगे। रवि, मैं आपसे पूछना चाहूंगी, ये एक छोटा कदम है, जस्ट फॉर अस टू सल्यूट यू ऑल, आप सबको धन्यवाद करने के लिए, लेकिन ये जर्नी और पूरे देश में मतलब हम इस इम्पोर्टेंट मैसेज को कैसे फैलाएंगे?
आज हमारे पास में 6 वर्ल्ड टॉयलेट कॉलेजेस हैं और हमने कुछ अराउंड 1,25,000 सैनिटेशन वर्कर्स को ट्रेन किया है, और इस साल का जो लक्ष्य है वो कुछ 15,000 सैनिटेशन वर्कर्स को हम और ट्रेन करना चाहते हैं। हम चाहते हैं कि प्रोत्साहित होकर, जैसे आज नेशनल इंडियन स्टैम्प के इन सब लोग के नाम से बना है, वैसे और इनका समूह बढ़ता जाए। कितना प्राउड फील होगा जब आप अपने माँ बाप, अपने बच्चों, अपने परिवारजन सबके पास में ये लोग अपनी स्टैम्प्स लेके जाएंगे कि मेरे नाम की भी एक स्टैम्प है जी, मेरी भी एक पहचान है। अब वो पहचान सिर्फ आपके गली की नहीं है, आपके मोहल्ले में आपकी पहचान नहीं है, अब आपकी पहचान देश में है, और एनडीटीवी के थ्रू इन सब लोगों की पहचान सिर्फ देश में ही नहीं, देश से बाहर भी बनेगी। जहाँ पे एनडीटीवी इंटरनेशनल जाता है, ये वो लोग हैं जिनको लोग पानी का गिलास नहीं देते थे। मेरी कुकुराम जी से जब पहली बार मुलाकात हुई तो उन्होंने बताया कि जब काम करने जाते हैं तो पानी भी बहुत कम लोग पूछते हैं कि पानी भी पिला दें, और लोग बोलते कपड़े अपने बाहर उतार के आओ, जूते अपने बाहर उतार के आओ। सो वहाँ से लेके आज एनडीटीवी के स्टूडियो तक में आने की जर्नी एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट माइलस्टोन है अंबिका, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट माइलस्टोन। मैं कुकुराम जी आपसे ही पूछना चाहूँगी, आप हमें बताइए, आप जैसे जैसे रवि जी ने कहा, जो आपने उनके साथ शेयर किया था, कितना आपने फ़र्क देखा है जब से आप वर्ल्ड टॉयलेट कॉलेज के साथ जुड़े हैं?
जी मैं जब से मैं वर्ल्ड टॉयलेट कॉलेज के साथ जुड़ा हूँ, मेरी ज़िंदगी में इतना बदलाव आया कि एक जैसी कि हम लोग वो व्यक्ति हैं जो समाज में सबसे नीचे पायदान पे खड़े हैं, हमें कोई नहीं पूछता, पर हार्पिक वर्ल्ड टॉयलेट कॉलेज ने हमारा टैलेंट को पहचान के हमें आसमान की बुलंदियों पे पहुंचा दिया। तो मैं इसके लिए मेरे पास शब्द नहीं है। थैंक यू।
आप ही एक्चुअल काम करते हैं, थैंक यू सो मच, आप सब रियल हीरोज़ हैं। आप क्या कहना चाहेंगे जसविंदर जी?
मैडम, जब लोग कहते हैं ना ये गंदा काम है तो थोड़ा सा बुरा तो लगता था, लेकिन सर हमारे जो हैं उन्होंने हमें काफ़ी प्रोत्साहित किया है। तो वो तो आपका तो सबसे मेन काम आप हैं, सबसे हीरो आप हैं। अगर आप उनको बीमारियों से बचा रहे हो, ठीक है ना। सबसे बड़ी बात आजकल तो बीमारी से बचना है, क्योंकि जो कीटाणु हैं जगह जगह पे है। हम लोग सफाई करते हैं, हमें तो अर्श से फर्श का जो सामान पहले नहीं मिला था, अभी तो हम आसमान को छू लेंगे। तो सर इसके लिए आप सबका और वर्ल्ड टॉयलेट कॉलेज का भी बहुत धन्यवाद है सर।
आप कुछ ऐड करना चाहेंगे? जैसे उन्होंने कहा जो पहले लोग देखते थे और अब लोगों का यानी कि नज़रिया कितना बदला है?
देखिए मैं एक ट्रांसजेंडर हूँ और ट्रांसजेंडर होने के नाते जो जब भी लोग तो ऐसे ही हमको मतलब जैसे अलग नज़र से देखते हैं। और यहाँ पे जो सैनिटेशन काम करते थे हम, जैसे कोई कोई बोलता था कि कचरा उठाने वाला है, अलिया उठाने वाला है, ऐसे ऐसे लैंग्वेज में बोलते थे। लेकिन अभी हमको जैसे वर्ल्ड टॉयलेट कॉलेज से हम हार्पिक वर्ल्ड टॉयलेट कॉलेज के साथ हम जुड़े हैं, तभी से हमारा एक पहचान बना है। और ख़ास करके ये जो हमको मिला है सर के बदौलत हमको मिला, ये कॉलेज की तरफ से मिला है, तो शायद हमारा ये कहीं ना कहीं हमारे जो कम्युनिटी के लिए एक प्रेरणादायक होगा और हम जो काम करते हैं सबके लिए एक महत्वपूर्ण का होगा। सबके
लिए काम करते हैं, हम सबको स्वस्थ रखते हैं। थैंक यू सो मच। आप कुछ ऐड करना चाहेंगे संक्षेप में?
बोल नहीं सकते, इतना प्राइड है ना कि आज यानी इतना महसूस करे, ये इतिहास बन गया है। एक सफाई कर्मचारी भी इतनी बुलंदी छू सकता है, ये हार्पिक वर्ल्ड टॉयलेट कॉलेज ही है जो ये मुकाम हमें दिलाया और आगे भी दिलाएंगे।
थैंक यू सो मच। आप आए, हम समझ सकते हैं आप भावुक हो रहे हैं। इनफैक्ट हम सब के लिए थैंक यू सो मच। आपसे एक मैं आखिरी पूछना चाहूँगी, आप कुछ शेयर करना चाहेंगे अपनी जर्नी में? कितना फ़र्क आया है आपकी ज़िंदगी में?
बहुत फ़र्क आया है, बहुत।
और इस टाइम के बारे क्या कहेंगे? घर जाके अपने माता पिता, अपने बच्चों को?
मेरा सर फक्र से ऊंचा हो गया।
थैंक यू सो मच। Sahil, the last word to you. You've been working closely with the real heroes of sanitation, and we've only got 6 of them. I want to ask you, so you've been working closely on ground, and before I give the last word to Jack, because I know Singapore also has, is going to be releasing the stamp, but I want to ask you, how much do you think the change has come on ground? उसके बारे में कुछ बताइए। Real impact stories हमें बिदु ने बताई, लेकिन what would you like to share about the workers, because you worked with them on ground, their journey?
See, back in 2018 when we started the program, right from mapping the colonies to the areas to reaching out to the sanitation workers, I think the biggest thing that we have been able to achieve is the trust in the communities. The program by itself right now being in 6 states, when we reach out to the sanitation workers, when we reach out to their households, it is not just them, it is their neighbors, it is their family members, it is their, the local leaders there who all take so much pride in, what we have done for them. And I think that is the biggest achievement that we have.
Well, thank you so much, and thank you so much for working so closely with them and really bringing a difference into their lives. Jack, last word, what would you like to say? Of course, the stamp has been released. Thank you so much for coming all the way. Well, it's really been a pleasure to have you all with us. Thank you so much. आखिरी में एक सवाल मैं गौतम से पूछना चाहूँगी. So how do you view Harpic's significance at the intersection of sanitation and disease, especially in the context of the evolving needs and the continued relevance of national campaigns like the Swachh Bharat mission?
When I look at clean toilets, so clean toilets for me is the first line of defense against diseases. Diseases like diarrhea, cholera, and it's very, very critical. दूसरा आई थिंक इवॉल्विंग नीड्स पे जैसे आपने बात की, तो एज इंडिया अर्बनाइजेस द नीड फॉर सस्टेनेबल सैनिटेशन विल आल्सो ग्रो. एंड द लास्ट वन इज वर्किंग विद कम्युनिटीज. जैसे आपने स्टैम्प की बात की, तो वी ब्रिंग कम्युनिटीज टुगेदर, वी वर्क विद कम्युनिटीज, वी डोंट हैव अ role separately, we work together.
Thank you so much, Gautam, for joining us today. Now, while the World Toilet Day is a global call to action for sanitation for all, today the release of these commemorative stamps serves as a powerful reminder of the importance of sanitation and the tireless efforts of our sanitation workers. Let's continue to work together towards a future where every Indian has access to safe, dignified and hygienic sanitation facilities. Thank you so much for watching.